Hey friends, welcome back to another whole food plant-based oil-free recipe video. I have two new recipes for you guys today, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into them. So for this first recipe, we're going to be making a quick and easy fruit bake. This is so delicious. It's a great breakfast or dessert recipe, and you usually have these items on hand, especially if you are a plant-based eater. So we're going to start by taking 4 ripe bananas, and we're going to mash those completely, and we're going to spread them over the bottom of our dish. I have an 11 by 9, but you can use a 10 by 10 or a 9 by 9. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to coat the top with some oats. I just have some quick oats here. I like to use the quick oats, but you could use any kind of oats that you prefer. And then after that, we will go ahead and top this off with some chia seeds. And we're going to sprinkle it over the top just like the oats. And then we're going to add some plant milk to the top. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix the plant milk with the chia seeds and the oats, but you don't want to mix the banana. We want that banana to stay on the bottom and the oats to kind of bubble up and crisp on the edges and the top. And you want that banana to really caramelize on the bottom while it's baking in the oven. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this all together. So once you've mixed that really well, we're going to go ahead and top this off with some frozen fruit. I just have a mixture of mango, pineapple, strawberries, and then I'm also going to add a bag of raspberries, but you can use any type of frozen fruit that you love. You can use cherries, you could use blueberries, you can use just raspberries, just strawberries. It doesn't matter. You can do a mixture, whatever kind of frozen fruit that you love. You just want to cover the top of your dish with that because we're going to create a almost like upside down cobbler. That's like my best description. And then I'm going to top this off with some brown sugar. Now, this is optional. If you're SOS free, you can leave this off, but I really like to add this, especially for the kids. It makes them more excited about it. So then once we've finished covering the top of this with a little bit of brown sugar, which I used about 2 tablespoons, and of course the full recipe will be down in the description box below, we're going to place this in a 350-degree oven, and you're going to want to bake this for 30 to 40 minutes. You're looking for it to get nice and bubbly and start to kind of crisp around the edges. And once it comes out, it looks like this and it's ready to serve. You can serve this hot right away, but I usually like to let it set up for about 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, you can see here it settles a little bit. And I really like the consistency because it reminds me so much of cobbler and it's so delicious. If you've followed me for a while, I have a vegan cobbler recipe on the channel, but it's definitely not compliant. So this is a really great option and alternative to a cobbler. And those bananas get nice and caramelized on the bottom and it's so delicious. So this is great for breakfast. Let's be honest, lunch, dinner. Doesn't matter in the plant world. We can eat whatever we want for whatever meal. And it's a great dessert. So for my next recipe, we're going to be making some quick and easy chocolate peanut butter granola bars. These are so delicious and so easy to throw together. You're going to be like, wow, I didn't know I could make my own granola bars at home. So we're starting out with this puffed whole millet cereal. That's the only ingredient. And we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of this right into our bowl. And then we're also going to add 2.5 cups of rolled oats. So you want to make sure you use rolled oats for this recipe because quick oats will kind of mush up too easy. When you're making a granola bar, you want to have some sturdy oats. So that's the one we're going to go ahead and use. And I'm just going to mix those together thoroughly. And then we're going to go ahead and mix all our wet ingredients. So I have some date syrup here and you can see the only ingredient is dates. And then we're going to go ahead and just pour that right into our bowl. You can substitute this with maple syrup, or you can use your own homemade date syrup. It's up to you. Do what you like in your kitchen and what you're comfortable with. And I try to tell you guys that all the time. And then we're going to take some peanut butter, but of course you can substitute with any type of nut butter or a seed butter of your choice. And then I have some cane sugar here, which you could use coconut sugar as well. And then I also did not film, but I added some vanilla extract. And of course, the full ingredients will be in the description box below. And then I microwaved my wet ingredients for 30 seconds. I give it a good stir, and then I add my cocoa powder. So then I mix that up really well, and then we're going to add that right into our puffed millet and our oats. And we're going to go ahead and mix that thoroughly until everything is well combined with the oats and the millet. So once you're done mixing that together really well, we're going to go ahead and place that in a parchment paper lined dish. I have the measurements and the size of the dish and everything in the description box below as always. And we're just going to want to press this down firmly. You're going to want to make sure that you get it in there nice and tight and you push it in and that it's nice and even. So I usually start off with my hands, and then sometimes I find something in my kitchen that I can use to press it down, because you just want it packed in there really firmly and tight. So once you firmly press this down, we're going to go ahead and place this in a 350-degree oven for 6 minutes. And then we're going to pop it out of the pan on the parchment paper still, and we're going to allow this to cool completely. Once it's completely cooled, then you're going to want to start cutting to make your bars. I usually like to cut it in half, and then I go in for cutting my bars, and I usually just keep cutting each half in half and keep going from there so that I get more even cuts. And then that's it. You can store these in an airtight container on your countertop for up to a week. These are delicious. You can add so many different add-ins to this. You could put some dried fruit, some vegan chocolate chips. You could add some nuts. The options are unlimited, and this is a great snack to have on hand, and it's a great snack for your kids. And if you have guests come over, it's something to impress them, to show them that whole food, plant-based, oil-free food can be so delicious and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you make one of my recipes, don't forget to tag me on Facebook or Instagram at This Is Royalle. And you can always ask me any questions you have in the comments down below. We'll see you in the next video, guys, for another whole food, plant-based, oil-free recipe. Bye!